Hi everyone, it's 222 here on Facebook Live with me, Tammeron, for another angelic moment where I'll be taking two cards from Colette Baron-Reid's deck, The Enchanted Map, to support entrepreneurs that are going through challenges. So today we have a very specific question. We're asking guidance from Spirit about how can female entrepreneurs really start honoring their gifts as like moms, like women who have been raising their kids or they're currently raising their kids, and how are we going to look at some amazing women such as myself and to hone in on what beautiful strengths you already have within you so that you can use this to be successful in your business as an entrepreneur. So this is what Spirit is going to guide us with today. Again, if you don't currently know me, my name is Tammeron. I consider myself an inspirational storytelling business mentor, and I love to support and guide entrepreneurs that are going through huge shifts in their business. All right, because as we're growing, our businesses are growing and they're morphing and we're changing, and I don't want you to get lost. All right, I want you to stay strong, okay? So what I like to do is to share my own stories as well as supporting you guys. And I like to teach you how to use really simple and effective techniques that might be spiritual or holistic so that you stay strong in your business and you stay aligned with who you truly are. I don't want you to let go of yourself, all right? Because this happens to a lot of us. It's happened to me in the past. And you know what? I've taken the time to really dig deep and look for the gold and to find out what my true strengths are. So this, I hope that if you stay tuned till the very end, please remember to like and share this video. You right click on the video, you can share it. And also all of my videos every week now are going to be up on YouTube channel on my page called Tammeron TV. So please remember to subscribe to YouTube, click to get notifications, and you'll see the new videos that are going to be uploaded. All right. So I'm going to pull two cards from Colette Baron-Reid's deck, and I also have a little surprise for all of you guys, because each week I've realized how much people love the information I'm sharing, because I just love to keep learning. So as I'm learning more about myself, I just want to keep sharing with people, because it's so amazing how we unfold in life and in business, because to me, I really think it's a spiritual process. And it's really amazing when we can start to really honor ourselves. And again, I always share with you guys what tea I'm drinking. As you can see, I've got my coat on. It's getting a little chilly here in Northern Ontario. So you know what? I crave berries. I crave those high antioxidant teas with a little bit of raw honey just to sweeten it, to take the bitter out of it. But it warms me up. It's kind of like the tea from my blood, you know, the red. So again, this affects our lower chakras, our base chakra, and it gets things moving. It gets my blood circulating, so it keeps me a little bit warm on these cool days. So again, amazing teas, organic, that I love to drink. So with today, I'm going to before I give you the two cards from Colette Baron-Reid's deck, I'm going to share like something so synchronistic. I just love this stuff. If you've been following me for a while, you know that I love to read a lot of books, and I teach people how to really connect and to understand books on a deeper level to support you in your business. And one of my favorite authors, who is my guru, is Carolyn Myss. And I have been following that woman for years. I've had the pleasure of meeting her, and she is a no BS leader as far as I'm concerned. She tells it to you straight because she doesn't want to waste your time. All right, so this is why I love her. I can't find the book. I think it's actually in my little cabin where I'm going to be doing some events. And but here's the booklet from her actual tarot deck, which is called Archetypes. And this morning, I pulled a card for myself, and I thought, wow, my day is unfolding. I'm having conversations with a few people today already about the card that I pulled, and it certainly applies to what's happening in this tarot reading. So I'm going to share this with you guys because I know you're going to feel this. So with Carolyn Miss, if you're not familiar with what an archetype actually is, basically it's the elements of the human consciousness. And a lot of this information came back from, Carl Jung, and so he was trying to teach people that, we have these facets, these elements of ourselves. If you think about a diamond, that has all these different sides to it, he represents these as archetypes. And a lot of these ancient philosophers believe that what was happening up in the sky was also happening within us. And this is why a lot of people are drawn to astrology and yet they don't understand it. So I'm actually going to start studying this deeper because I've been so passionate about it. So now I'm going to carve some time. So as I'm understanding this, where our archetypes are the facets of our personalities that could be in our forefront. So what is powerful within us? And we all carry 4 main archetypes: the prostitute, the warrior, the saboteur, and the child. But we have these other elements to us. And so sometimes we have multiple archetypes that are affecting how we behave. And so at times they can be in our strength, but other times they can be in our weakness. So today's card that I pulled is actually the archetype of the mentor, which is totally me. This is why I love to share my stories and I love to guide people, because I've already made that mistake. I've already gone through that challenge and I have the wisdom on the other side to support people with what I can help them with. But here's the dark side, the shadow side to it, is that thinking that you're a mentor to somebody for everything that they need. Okay, that's the shadow side. So what that means is we have to learn how to let go and to allow other people to come into our life, to mentor and support the other people to create a community in our business. All right, so stay tuned, because I'm going to share a personal story about my personal life when I was a young mom and what I had to do with my own children, because I had to let go of trying to be everything for my kids and understand what was I really good at as a mom and what do my kids really come to me for, because they still come to me now for that same thing. So I had to get out of my own way, in a sense. All right, so very powerful. So this is the intro and the energy and the guidance that I've asked Spirit to guide us with Colette Baron-Reid's deck today, the Enchanted Map. So if you're an entrepreneur, especially a woman, and you know what, you're trying to create your business, maybe a network marketing business, and you know what, you just feel like you just can't be everything for everybody. Well, I'm going to say it's true. And you know what? The more you try and be everything to anybody, I think you're just going to burn out. So what I suggest is that you look at what you're really good at. And so this reading today is really about that. Have you taken the time to understand yourself deeper? Have you taken the courage to run deep and to look at yourself and say, wait a minute, is my archetype in my strength right now? Am I talking to people about what I truly know? Or am I talking about something that I really know nothing about? And maybe I should find some people who can do this so I can build my business. All right? So with that in mind, the first card that Spirit gave us upside down in the challenge. So what is this challenge? What does it represent? Into the mystic. Now, how synchronous. I love this deck. I believe in synchronicity. Into the unknown. So what this is really saying is, look at this card if it was the right side up, where am I going? What am I talking about? And what it's saying in the challenge position is exactly that. Stick to what you know. And you know what? Stay true to yourself. Stay to your truth. What are you really good at? And do you need to really maybe look at some of your archetypes and realize, oh, are they in my strength right now or am I in my weakness? All right? Because the beauty is, if we stay true to ourselves, this is powerful. Rather than trying to be everything to everyone and trying to save people, that is a weakness. That is that's codependence. So when we can actually look for other people to help us, then we become powerful, because whoa, bam. All right. It's like having a tool, or, in baking, if you can't bake something, go find someone who can and bring that to the party. All right. So the action step came up as commitment, but it came up in the upside down in the challenge position. So what this actually means is, as an action step, is exactly what I said. Stay true to who you are and know that the other elements of what you need in your business are going to show up. Look at this card, okay? But you got to do the work first. You got to look at yourself to understand who you really are, because then you can build this amazing community and be there for people in your business, okay? So I'm going to share with you a really quick story about my personal life when my son, my oldest son, was in school, and I don't know what grade he was in, but to be honest, he was struggling with math. This is a brilliant child. I mean, he was so smart, very introspective, very much like me, didn't talk a lot, but when he said something, whoa, people paid attention. It was just like, wow, that's brilliant. But he was struggling with a certain aspect of math. It wasn't everything about math, but it was holding him up. And so when we have an element about ourselves that we can't figure out, you know, we need to teach our kids and to teach ourselves. I know I need to teach, I had to teach this to myself too, that I need to stick my hand up and ask for support. So what we ended up doing was taking him for a test at a nearby school where it was private mentoring, and it was just for private classes, and they did a test on him, and they said, yeah, he only struggles with this element of math. And it hurt me as a mom because I was brilliant in math and science. I mean, I took everything in high school. Math and science, I signed up. I took all the advanced. I used to go to night school because I loved studying this stuff. I was fascinated by science. And so when my own child was struggling with math, it hurt. I'm like, I should know this. How come I can't teach my child? So when he went for the mentoring, within 1 month, he went from being low in math to the top student in his class. Top student. And the teacher said to me, oh, it's because he just needed to understand this. And I went, wow. Thank you so much. And you know what? He only had to go for a few months, or no, it was probably a year. It was about a year. So he had to really develop that strength of looking at math in a certain way. And when he finally grasped that, it was like, you know, you can take that one element and boom, it makes everything fall into place. All right. So sometimes we need to get out of our own way, even as a parent, even in business, and allow other people to come in so that everybody can be successful. All right. So I hope you understand the nugget in that, because for me, as my business keeps growing and developing and stuff, I'm recognizing where I need to stay focused and where I need to ask for help and what I'm going to have to start delegating. Yeah, I can do it, but do I really want to do it? And if I don't really want to do it, what gets to the bottom of the list? What gets procrastinated and what never gets done? All right. Because then it creates this imbalance in your business. Okay. So again, I just want to remind everybody that as of October the 1st, I'm going to be shifting all my free Facebook videos from here onto my business page, because I'm going to be talking more about some of the elements of my retreats coming up, my 28-day program, The Elixir of Life, and private consultations with people, because basically everything is an element of the elixir of life. And so I want to be able to connect you guys to where I feel I can support you the most and what's affordable for you and how I can support you, because again, I love to just teach you guys how to use more of these holistic techniques and to keep sharing my own personal stories. And I go deeper into my own stories when you guys connect with me, either in a group or one-on-one. All right, this is Facebook. So you know what? You get the raw truth. You hear the ups and downs. You hear the amazing stories, the aha moments that I had, and what I really learned about myself. Okay, so as always, I always love to keep sharing with you guys what essential oils would I recommend in this situation. And again, what I'd also recommend is the book by Carolyn Miss called Who Are You? Your Archetypes. And she talks about in that book the New Agers and what your strong archetype is and when it's in the shadow, all right, and how you can move out of the shadow, or how you can attract people in your life that are going to balance you out so that you can run a business and work together with other people. So it's super powerful book. I read it in like 3-4 hours. Once I opened that book, I couldn't stop reading it. Again, it's worth rereading if you've read it before. I certainly want to reread it again for myself, and it's just powerful. And so if you are someone in network marketing and you're wanting to really build a team of people, I would suggest start looking for people that are really going to balance you out, and then you just don't feel like you're doing everything. And it can be a beautiful relationship. I say to some of my people on my team, it's like dating. You know what? And you got to understand who you really want in your business, because if you settle for just anything, well, you just might get a little bit frustrated. But if you settle, or if you ask for what you want and what you really need, those people are going to show up in your life, okay? It's like a marriage. You know, you're going to be spending a lot of time with these people, and you got to be willing to really like them and like who they are and to see how they balance you out. So I encourage you, the book by Carolyn Myss, Who Are You? Archetypes, all right? So 3 high-grade essential oils, what I'd like to talk about in this situation that would help you on an emotional level. Again, they need to be CPTG grade in order for you to get emotional breakthroughs, so that they get into that brain, they cross that cell wall, they get in there, and they can shift your energy. Because if you're wanting to attract things, all right, we have to be in the vibration of what we want. It can't come into our life if we aren't already existing on a vibrational level. Okay, so this is why I like to use the spiritual techniques and look at some of the practices that you're using. This is what we talk about in my private consultation calls. It's like, what are you currently doing? What are you doing that's working? And let's figure out what's not working, and let's get you into something that you need. So, for example, a lot of people don't understand the power of essential oils. All right. This is my background. I've had many years of experience in this. And me, as an example, I have my days where I don't feel like I need anything. And some days I wake up and I go, wow, I feel like I was hit by a ton of bricks last night in my sleep and I don't know what happened. Or am I shifting? Am I actually breaking through something? Because when you're breaking through something, you're going to feel funny for a while until you get to the other side. And some people give up on themselves during those moments of the shift. All right. I see it all the time. And I'm like, you are almost there. Never give up. Find some tools that can help you. So some essential oils that I would recommend definitely in this situation is, if you need to find that courage to be a little bit more introspective and yet it kind of scares you a little bit, maybe wintergreen, because wintergreen can actually help you trying to control everything, you know, to just let go a little bit and surrender, you know, and just ease up on yourself and know that you are amazing. You are brilliant. You just need to be guided to get in there to see who you really are, to find out what your gifts are, and to keep them in the positive aspect of yourself, because sometimes we flip into the negative, and that's okay. But just know when we're doing it so we can get out of that funk and move on, right? Wild orange. Wild orange I would recommend in this situation, because wild orange is the essence of abundance and joy, and just allowing this energy, this wholeness, this circle, this community, and allowing multiple people into your life, multiple aspects of yourself, having a group of people to work with you in your business so that you can focus on what you are good at and let other people enjoy what they are good at. All right? And boom, you're going to have some magic in your business. And the last one I'd recommend in this situation definitely is vetiver. Vetiver is for people that need to feel more grounded. All right? So when you feel like things are falling apart, they're not. They're actually falling into place. So I don't want you to get caught. Okay, because what happens is we get into this fear mode. We do this. We start to hunker down and try to control everything. And oh my God, rather than going, whoa, wait a minute. Maybe something amazing is going to happen here. All right. So when we're scattered, our energy, as an energy healer, I used to study this many years ago. When people go into fear or trauma, or something happens that they don't feel like they can control, energetically, they go out of their body. All right, this is PTSD, by the way. So when you can teach people to come back down into their body and connect with the earth, all right, and feel grounded, they feel safe, and they can enjoy the process of the change. And this is fall. This is the time for change. energetically, you know, the winds of change, things are falling down, you know, and basically I believe that on an energy level, that when you set an intention at the beginning of this year, which a lot of people do, I do because I'm a January baby and I just like to sit down and go, okay, what do I want for myself this year? Well, it usually takes about till fall, because what has happened is during the summer months, you know, you flowered and this essence of yourself showed up for you. All right. So in order to carry that energy forward, all right, you're going to let go of an old aspect of yourself, an old thought pattern, an old negative belief that's not serving you, so that you can boom into this harvest time, this season, and to embrace this element of yourself that you didn't know existed. All right. So it's a very, very powerful time, and enjoy the process. Again, my name is Tammeron. I consider myself an inspirational storytelling business mentor, and I love to guide and support entrepreneurs that are going through these huge shifts in their business. All right. I teach you guys how to use some really simple and holistic tools to realign yourself so that you are ready for that greatness. You are ready for all these beautiful things that I know you've been wanting and you've worked so hard to get. All right. I don't let people give up, not around me. Again, please go to my business page, Tammeron's Place, because as of October 1st, everything's going to be on there for my videos, and all my events that are coming up are going to be listed. I'm launching my 28-day personal transformation program, The Elixir of Life. The first launch date is going to be set for October the 4th, where it's going to be automated now. So rather than little Facebook groups that to work with people, it's going to be in an online school format. So I am so excited. I'm busy writing the content, getting my videos up, getting the school ready to go for October the 4th. So in the meantime, the only thing I'm offering people is some private consultations, which are pretty much about an hour. And because that is all I'm offering for you guys, I am offering that as a discount for 20% off for the month of September. So the end of September. So if you feel like I can support you in some way, or if this message reached out to you and you want to understand yourself a little bit deeper, I'm here for you. All right. And I can guide you in. All right. I'll see you guys again next week, live at Tuesday here at 222. And I'll be getting close to the end of the month, so it'll be some of my last Facebook videos here on my personal page, and then I'll be moving over to Tammeron's Place. All right, cheers for now, and I'll see you guys again soon. Bye-bye.